So I might be having a little bit of fun today. Might go on just a quiz run. I like doing the quizzes. You guys seem to like watching them. And I think I might even do this baseball one on my second channel. So if you like MLB, if you like baseball, I do baseball videos on MLB The Show and Franchise on my second channel. That link, as always, is in the description. And of course, GeoGuessr is on the third channel if you guys know that game. It's pretty popular on TikTok, it seems. But we're going to start this one. I will say that Chris keeps asking me to do his minefield quiz. I will try it, but today we're doing NFL players in strange jerseys 2, because I think I've done one of these before, and I really like the idea of it. So we're going to go ahead and try this out and see how many we can get. 35 in 15 minutes. Clearly, watch the channel. Know I complain all the time about the timer. Listen, I got to be able to do the video too, right? I got to be able to talk a little bit. I can't... Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, this is Eli, this is Terrell Owens, this is Visanthe Shenko. Like, I got to be able to say a little bit. So, thank you for the 15 minutes. 35 seems like a good number for that. And let's get right into it. But this video is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. But I've been enjoying this a lot lately, and I wish a lot of you guys would come play with me because there are ways to play with you guys. So, not only do you have this massive tournament, over 100,000 entrants already, $500,000 in prizes with $75K to first place, and it's their best ball game mode. They also have another massive tournament, Best Ball Mania 3, with 10 million in prizes. And it's basically fantasy football, right? We'll enter this 30 seconds per pick, and it doesn't take very long to fill up. Once the draft fills up, you just go through and you draft who you want, and then you don't have to manage anything. They'll take care of it for you week by week, so that's really cool. So the draft is flying through, and you only have 30 seconds per pick. I pick in 7 spots, and as you can see, kind of the usual suspects you'd expect to see going at the very top of a fantasy draft. Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey if he stays healthy, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase. So we'll have a very interesting decision about what we want to do with our first pick. I think I'd be pretty happy with taking Najee Harris. The Steelers love to run the ball. New quarterback in there. Offensive line is improved. I would expect that their offensive line is going to play significantly better this year. So if Najee's available, I think I'll go with him, but he might not be. If Najee's not available, I think I'd be pretty happy with Devontae Adams. Got that Derek Carr Fresno State connection, built-in chemistry, so I think that could be really good too. And the cool thing about the star function as well is if I'm not even here, it doesn't matter. I can add them to my queue, and then I can just leave, and they will draft the players in order of the queue, so I don't even really have to be here. Najee's still on the board, though. All it takes is this guy passing on him, and he will be mine. But he takes Najee Harris at 10. So I will take Devontae Adams at 11. And now we're tasked with a tough decision with my next pick. Joe Mixon wouldn't be bad. Alvin Kamara if he plays. Saquon if he comes back to being healthy. I think I would be pretty happy with Nick Chubb, though. If he stays healthy, I think he's like one of the best backs, if not the best running back in the league. So I'm going to take Nick Chubb. Maybe higher than others would, but he's probably not going to be available by my next pick. So if I want him, I got to take him. So I've added a bunch of players to my queue that I think could end up being really, really good. Kind of did it by position. So this isn't my exact order, but I can change the order if I want to. That's a feature they have. And there goes Jalen Waddle, my guy. Just one pick before I could take him. That's extremely frustrating. I think I just want to land a superstar quarterback, and I will draft Patrick Mahomes. Scary Terry. Let's go Terry McLaurin. And let's just say I had somewhere to be. I can go ahead and turn autopilot on, and it will take all of my picks from the queue, and I can rearrange this to whatever order I please. Let's say I want Kenneth Walker above Michael Thomas. Maybe I want Brandon Cooks off it. I could unstar him and he'd be gone. But I also really like Pick'em. So of course they're going to have this when NFL season is back. But every day before the games, they're going to have over-unders. So this is soccer, for example. With Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe I think he's going to attempt over 4 shots. I'll hit the over, and then that'll be locked in. And the more of these you do, the bigger the payout multiplier becomes. And you just take either the over or the under, and that multiplier will grow all the way to 20 times. So if you put in $5, bang, you could win 50. But I don't know anything about soccer, so I'm going to go ahead and not submit that. You know what? It's $5. For the ad read, for the video, I'll give it a shot. But the cool thing is for each slate, like each time period of games, I can create a draft with you guys. Hit create private draft. It'll cost maybe $3 for this one. And then all of you guys can join in and draft with me. But please click the link in the description. Go to underdogfantasy.com or download the Underdog app. And it's super important to use code BENGAL for that deposit match up to $100. That is code BENGAL on underdogfantasy.com and the Underdog Fantasy app. Code BENGAL when you sign up, and they'll deposit match up to $100. And yes, you guessed it, that is with code BENGAL. So you may have just seen an ad read Or maybe you didn't. But either way, here we are. Let's go. I think this is Archie Manning. But I don't know. It is Archie Manning. Just had an Archie Manning type feel. And I know, obviously, he wouldn't be pictured on the Saints. I think he was on the Oilers. This one's a bit weird, though. Number 31. Now, my first thought, for whatever reason, was Luis Delmas, but that wouldn't make any sense. I'm going to type it anyway. I think it's more likely a running back. It just doesn't really look familiar to me. Like, the 31, I can't really get a good view of the face. Looks like he has dreadlocks. Would not be pictured, or usually pictured in the Lions. I almost thought Andre Ellington. I didn't almost. I did think that for a second. It's tough without the full face. We're going to have to move on as we get to the person holding Luke Rose's kick. Well, man, I don't know. I mean, number 18. Who knows? I don't even know what position he is. Maybe a quarterback, maybe something else. This is not game footage. I think that's pretty clear. I mean, I thought maybe Johnny Unitas or, I don't know, Frank Gifford. Even though he was like 14 or something. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is. All right, we're off to a bad start. Moving on. Number 53 on the Saints. Is this Manti Te'o? I think it could be, but it's not. Man, I can't see the faces on any of these guys, but the visor just killing me. 53 on the, but it's like I wouldn't know him for the Saints. So without the face, it's really tough to tell who that is. I mean, clearly a linebacker. And recent. These are recent Saints uniforms. The picture is extremely high quality. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll move past it. Not really a great shot of this. Dude, here's a picture of the guy. Do you know who this is? No, I have no idea. I thought maybe Michael Orr with the 76. I don't remember him on the Bears for a second. So maybe that's it. It's not. I thought maybe he was 67. That doesn't matter. I can't see who this is. I got a little bit of the face. He doesn't look that familiar. Okay. So it's not asking me about Antonio Cromartie. It's asking me about number 82. I'm going to say Cromartie anyway. Just to not be tricked. Who would this be? Maybe Martellus Bennett. Doesn't really look like Martellus Bennett at all. 80, it's a tight end. Early 2010s, maybe to mid 2010s, but probably early 2010s, maybe even late 2000s. Patriots tight end. That wouldn't be known for being on the team. Algie Crumpler. Oh, yes. We're back on the board, baby. I have no idea who this is. Bengals running back wearing number 20. Likely in the early 90s. Who would this be? Not known for being with the Bengals. That's the whole quiz, right? Jeez, I don't know. He's making some sort of a juke here. That's just my great football insight on what's happening. I mean, I'm trying to see. Here's the problem: is any player I think of is on the Bengals. Like I'm thinking, oh, Corey Dillon, like very well known for being with the Bengals, but that's like clearly not who that is, and it's before Corey Dillon for sure. I mean, could it be like maybe he only played on the Bengals? Maybe this is the Penn State running or Colorado? No, it's is it the number 1 overall pick? I keep thinking of Kabir Bajabiamila, the defensive end for the Packers. Kajana Carter. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, it's not Kajana Carter. We'll move on. Dude, who are these people? Johnny Knox. I have no idea. Number 26. I don't know if it's a running back or a DB. Could this be Justin Fargas? Nope. Should I know who this is? just doesn't look all that familiar to me. Maybe we'll know it at the end. I'm at 2 right now out of 8. Pretty bad. This is Ryan Leaf. I recognize the face. Of course, known for being with the Chargers. Patriot. Oh, man. See, this guy looks kind of familiar, but it's tough because it's kind of far away. 2000s Patriots, not known for being with the team. He looks kind of short. I don't know. I mean, it's not Deion Branch. It's not Brandon Lloyd. Who's a really short receiver? Would have been on the Patriots for a minute. Antonio Brown. I mean, but no, he wore like 17 with the Patriots. We'll move on. I thought Michael Bush right away. It's not. Is it Maurice Jones-Drew? I know he played on the Raiders for a second. And he probably wore 32. It's not MJD. Raiders running back, again, in like the 2000s, maybe early 2010s, but probably late 2000s. Who'd they have? I mean, they had Justin Fargas. That's not who this is. It's not Darren McFadden, obviously, because he is pretty well known for being with the Raiders. He's got to type it sometimes. I really don't know. Who is it? Lamont Jordan? He's known for being with the Raiders too. Another Raiders running back, dude. I have no idea. The quiz is so hard to me. This is Dante Culpepper. See, that's the range that we have here. It's either there's no shot I'm getting them, or I know exactly what it is immediately. John Riggins, maybe? Was he on the Giants for a second? He was on somebody for a second, other than the team in the background. Larry Zonka. Yes, Larry Zonka. Okay, we have a captain for the Titans. Again, it's like, can you make the face any less visible? Is that even possible? Here's a picture of him. Did you recognize him by his nose or his eyebrows? God, dude. Who is this? Who would play offensive line on the Titans for a second and be a captain? Jake Long. Nope. I have no idea. We have 7 minutes. This guy's got a mustache. I have 5 out of 15 if I don't get this. Is this Mike Ditka? Oh my God, Mike Ditka's on the Cowboys. Thank you to the mustache. This is Antonio Pierce, Giants legend. He was a beast. Benjamin Watson. Here's Ben Watson. This. Oh, gettable for sure. Looks familiar. It's not Anquan. Who are you? Looks familiar. Look, I think that's the other Adrian Peterson in the background, by the way. Who are you? Gettable player. I can't come up with it right now. This is my guy, another Giants legend, Antrell Roll, one of my favorite Giants for a minute. Byron Leftwich. Again, this is how quick some of these go, but I can't name some of these other guys. This is Joey Porter. Took me about half a second, but definitely Joey Porter. Packers linebacker. Oh, I don't know. Definitely did not come to me right away. Random Bucks receiver. You know what I thought this might have been was Tim Brown, but Tim Brown was on the Bucks. Craziness. This looks like Rashard Mendenhall. It is. He's a writer on the show Ballers, or was. Another Giants legend, Antoine Bethea, went to Howard, played on the Cardinals, Colts, 49ers. This is LaRon Landry. I feel like he's known for being on the Jets. Is that just me? Maybe not only the Jets, but definitely with the Jets. Who's blocking here for Russell Wilson? I thought maybe Micah Potty. Doesn't really look like him, though, but I guess it is. The face doesn't really remind me of a Micah Potty there, but I remembered him on the Seahawks. Would have played left guard. Made sense. This looks like Jake Delhomme. It's not Jake Delhomme. Who is that? I spelled Delhomme right, so I'm not even questioning that. Once again, is this a Kurt Warner? Wow, it looks like Kurt Warner too to me. Vinny Testaverde. All right, he's bound to be on one of these. Random 49ers lineman. Probably offensive, wearing that 68. Who do they have? I mean, this would have been like late 2000s, 2010s, 49ers. I'm trying to think of like random offensive linemen they would have brought in. I don't know anyway. I'll try Orlando Pace. That doesn't make sense at all. I'll try Walter Jones. Just like some of the best linemen of the 2000s. Brian Waters. Am I off on that timeline? Probably am. Willie Rofe. It's none of those guys. It doesn't really look like them, unfortunately. Don't know who that is. Oh. This is another gettable one. Very familiar face. Who is this? Very gettable. Very gettable. Is it Lance Briggs? No. Yeah, I have the face, but DeQuell Jackson maybe? No. This is very gettable because I can tell you how familiar he looks. Dwight Freeney, Gary Brackett. He looks so familiar. So familiar. I'm drawn to the Colts for some reason with this dude. I don't know. We'll move on. We have 3 minutes. This is LeGarrette Blount. Recognizable even through the visor. This is Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, another Giants legend. DRC. Okay. Early 90s Seahawks running back. Tony Dorsett. That would have been nice, though. Guy does not look familiar. Tony Dorsett probably would have been retired at this point. Seahawks. But not known for being with the Seahawks. Doesn't look especially familiar to me. That should be gettable. But I don't know. This is Antonio Cromartie. We tried him earlier. There he is with the Colts. Also Cardinals. This is Derek Johnson. I typed him in earlier, but this is like very clearly what Derek Johnson looks like. Hook 'em horns. Yeah, I like when they throw in the Texas ones. Makes it easier for me. I still want to say like Melvin Gordon. I don't remember with the Lions for a second. This is very gettable. It really is. I'm not sure why I can't think of who this is. Very frustrating. Really is. Because I know who this guy is. I really do. Don't know that one. Who would you be? Not known for being with... Maybe this is Lance Briggs. Nope. 55. I think Lance Briggs was 55. 18. This guy's so familiar, too. How am I not... Is this Muhsin Muhammad? I mean, he was known for being with the Bears, too. That's just not the face. I can't come up with who that looks like. It's so frustrating because I know who that is. I really do. I probably know most of these guys, right? But I can't come up with the names. This running back doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's not Troy Vincent. I don't know who these guys are going to be that are unknown with the teams. Who would this be? 90s running back. Not known for being with the Bengals at all. Bit of a smaller guy. No idea. Like, how gettable are these? Like, am I just completely blanking on obvious ones? Like, surely this is pretty recent. It should be gettable. But I just can't think of him. Like, I like this guy doesn't look familiar. This one's going to bother me. We're going to Brandon Merriweather, maybe. It's a safety. I don't know, dude. I'm trying anything out here. We're about to find out, though. This is the one that's going to kill me. We'll get back to it. Really frustrating. We'll start from the top. I'm giving up 21-35. Got 60%. Rashawn Mathis with the Jaguars. With his face, I can get him. This angle was not getting him. But straight on, I definitely could have got Rashawn Mathis. Jaguars beast. He was awesome in the late 2000s, maybe early 2010s. Really, really good player. I think led the league in interceptions once. Len Dawson, Chiefs quarterback. You like to rip cigs on the sideline, ripping darts. Not cool. Don't do that. But back then, it's kind of what some of them did. I know what he looks like, but not the profile. James Laurinaitis. Did not remember him with the Saints. With the face, obviously very gettable. Now, I thought this skin tone looked a little bit darker than what I expected of James Laurinaitis. That's why I went with Manti Te'o at first. I thought it was maybe like, not Polynesian per se, but like kind of more of the Pacific Islander skin tone. So that one's a little bit tough for me. This was Orlando Pace. I tried Orlando Pace earlier, or later in the quiz, but earlier from now. I didn't actually think he'd be on it. Orlando Pace on the Bears. Yeah, no recollection of that whatsoever. Garrison Hurst. I mean, he later played on the Niners. I'm just not going to throw that one out there for fun. I don't know if he later played on the Niners, but did play on the Niners. I'm not sure if this was before or after. Probably before, but just judging based on where this picture looks like it's from, but maybe after. I'm not really sure, because he definitely played in uniforms that looked like those. Cortland Finnegan played on the Panthers. I remember Cortland Finnegan. He's well known for taking a couple punches from Andre Johnson. Played on the Rams for a while. Played on the Titans is where he's most well known. Yeah, just doesn't really... I'm not even getting that from the picture still. I'm sure that's him, but I'm just not even getting that from the picture. Joey Galloway. I did know he played on the Panthers. I actually thought about Joey Galloway on this quiz when we saw, I think it was Tim Brown with the Bucks. And it made me think of Joey Galloway, but he's known for being there. I should have guessed him. That's kind of stupid of me. Michael Bennett, like the one name I didn't try from that era. Kind of forgot about Michael Bennett, to be honest. But yeah, that is, what did I say? Type Michael Bush. That's another player. But Michael Bennett, yeah, kind of forgot about him. Steve Hutchinson played on the Titans. Had no recollection of that at all. But yeah, legendary guard. Bernard Berrien. Is he not known for being with the Bears too? He was a name that crossed into my mind, but I thought that was like not worth guessing. Okay, so I'm mixed on that one. Ahmad Brooks also wore 55 for the 49ers, where he was awesome. They had a great linebacking core. It was Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman. They had Ahmad Brooks, Aldon Smith. Those were Smith and Brooks were the outside linebackers. They also had not Paris Lennon. They had Corey Lemonier. He was in the NFL for a short time. You didn't think I'd say Corey Lemonier on a quiz today, but here it is. That's a player I remember for some reason. He was also in that linebacking core. Who else do we have here? Leonard Davis. He was great. Not coming up with him with the 49ers at all. Vontaze Burfict. Oh, God, that's why he looks so familiar, because he was so familiar. Vontaze Burfict. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly who that looks like. Just could not come up with it. And Amon Green played on the Seahawks. There you go. Honestly, didn't do too poorly on this. We started off really bad, and then I started to heat up a bit. Some of these I feel like were very difficult. I definitely could have gotten more of these. But 21 out of 35, it's beatable. I think some of you are going to put up a pretty good fight to beat that. I wouldn't be shocked with some 25s, because Joey Galloway is gettable. Some of these definitely are gettable that I missed. Some of them felt really hard. So, yeah, I guess I wouldn't be shocked if someone did even closer to 30. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I've not been doing as well on some of these quizzes lately, which is a bit atypical of me, but we're getting back into the quiz grind. That's just how it goes sometimes. And let me tell you, definitely stay tuned for this minefield quiz, because I'm going to do really badly on it. I'm not good at those types of things, so we'll see how it goes. See you in the next one. Definitely tweet at me quizzes at Bengal YouTube. Make sure quiz is in the tweet, because that's how I search it, at Bengal YouTube quiz. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.